Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is Fierce Female Friday, February 17th, and welcome to an all new episode of Style by Stevie. Joining me today, Fashion Dolls, we have singer and songwriter, and he was in the Washington, D.C. area. All right? He was raised in Wilson, North Carolina, and I'm super excited to have him here in the doll house with us, Fashion Dolls. All right? So, without further ado, let's welcome our very special guest, Bryant Define. Hello, hello. We can't see you. Wait a minute.
I
I
think,
think you're blocking the camera.
wait a minute. Bear with me. I got it.
Take your time. There we are. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to the Dollhouse. It is such a pleasure to have you here, TGIF.
Yes, TGIF. Yes, the weekend.
Finally. We caught him while he's on break, so we're not going to be long, Fashion Dolls. So, before we get started in this interview, how has 2023 been for you thus far?
It's been pretty good. Going steady. Good things happening. As far as my full-time job and also music, I just secured a manager, which is amazing. So a lot of great things going. So I'm excited.
Yes. Hi, Arnold. Welcome to the Doghouse. Welcome if you're just coming in. Welcome. We are here with Bright Define. Now let's dive right into it. Now you are a Cancer. You are raised, yeah, born in Washington D.C., raised in Wilson, North Carolina. So tell us what was it
Yeah.
like? Did you knew at a young age that you always wanted to become a singer and involve yourself in music?
Gosh, I at a young age, yes. My parents were independent artists, so I grew up around music. My dad sang, my mom rapped. They toured and stuff. Yeah, me as a kid, I always had music inside of me. Dance was my first love. I was always, in front of the TV watching BET, trying to copy Janet Jackson's dance moves.
Love
Yeah,
it.
and I joined choir, show choir, and found a love through singing there, and just put the two together, and yeah, sing and dance. So.
And at the age of 5, you knew that this is something that you wanted to do. You began singing in school and
Mhm.
church. So,
Yeah.
what was that like to transition from gospel? Because we know a lot of big artists start off in the church, from Aretha Franklin to Whitney Houston. So many others start off in the church. So, what is that like for you to transition from gospel to now going into your own of R&B?
It was different because like different singing styles. So I play around with a lot of different styles. I would say from being in gospel choir and leading one as well. Um, I learned a lot about my voice, about my power. 'Cause I have a very powerful voice when I'm in choir. Um, yeah, I just learned a lot about breath as well. I would say it wasn't a difficult transition. Of course, some of the things I sing about are different. But that's probably the most different thing about making that switch.
Okay. And you also attended the University of North Carolina. Now, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I attended University of Carolina at Wilmington in North Carolina, and I majored in interpersonal communications and focused on conflict management and mediation. Minored in Spanish
Oh,
as well, and dance, and I minored in dance too. That was a really great experience. Of course, I can handle conflict in any situation that I'm in. Talk to almost anybody, have great negotiation skills, and then monitoring in dance and teaching dance throughout while I was in college as well has helped me become a stronger dancer.
okay, okay. And I can tell your energy is just so relaxing. So we both kind of have that in common where we just try to keep people calm and relaxed and
Right.
very welcoming, just at ease. So you have a lot of musical influences here. Let's go down a list, shall we?
Yeah,
You've got
definitely.
some Britney Spears, Carrie Hilson. You've mentioned Janet Jackson, who is one of my personal faves too. I'm a big Janet and a Whitney fan. Maya, you've got J Lo, you've got
Mhm.
Prince, rest his soul. Like, what is it about these artists, this list of artists that I named, that makes each and every one of them unique? If you could name one thing.
Okay. I would say gosh, I would put it together in one like confidence and stage presence is what I pull from them. And I would say that for me, knowing my talent is like I can sing, but I know that I'm not like a strong like vocalist. I'm not a powerhouse vocalist, but I'm a great entertainer. And all those artists are amazing entertainers. They have amazing energy, and that's just what I pull from them. Especially their sharp, the way that they can command the stage and dance so sharp and so precise. Those are some things I take from them, and also their ability to cross over into pop music as well.
All right, all right. Arnold says, I am so happy for you, Brian. How does that feel to know that you have a huge support system around you 100%? People are listening and checking out your work. It's just amazing.
It brings out the more jovial side of me. It makes me happy to know that also my music is touching other people. I always hear about how I inspire someone or someone resonated with the song I wrote about. Starting off, I didn't have the support that I would have wanted, but over the years now, I see people are happy for me or congratulating me, listening to my stuff, buying my stuff. It makes me feel really good. I'm just glad to know that I can have an impact on other people's lives through my music. So it's a really great feeling. It's humbling.
Now, what is the songwriting process like for you? Because every singer and songwriter has their element that they like to be in when they're recording music. So, on an average, what is the session in the studio like for you?
So for me, songwriting, I'm someone who I write all my songs at home because like I learned from my parents that my dad had a studio. He used to, and there's nothing wrong with it, but he used to hate when artists would come and want to write in the studio. He's like, get that done at home, just come to record. So it's instilled in me to write at home and go to the studio and knock it out. But my process is when I hear a beat, I hear a beat first. When I hear a beat, I see how it makes me move, makes me feel what mode I'm in. And then with whatever that mode I'm feeling, that theme I'm feeling, I start to try to dissect the beat and figure out where the verse is, the chorus, the pre-chorus, the B section. And then I just start trying to put words to it to get that feeling out of me and in a way that it makes sense. And then I also try to make sure my music is catchy. I always tell people that I want you to be at Walmart purchasing a pack of chicken and out of nowhere go, maybe, out of nowhere, singing my song. So that's kind of like my writing process. Make sure it's catchy and then just keep feeling the vibe of the beat.
And you've got a number of singles that are out currently right now on all platforms. One of my favorite is Cologne. One of my personal favorites is Cologne, and I played it during the promoting the show, the flyer and everything, the interview.
Okay.
So I'm going to go through a list of some of your songs, and you give me one word to describe them. And then we're going to do something called My Style, My Way, where you have to tell me 5 ways you describe your personal style. Because Style by Stevie is all about fashion and glamour and beauty, as you guys can see. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to go down a few songs from your album, Moonside Reloaded.
Yes.
All right? And you give me one word to describe it. Right here, flirt.
Right here, confidence.
Okay. You can have it.
You can have it. Cockiness.
Okay. Direction.
Direction. Sex.
All right. Hello. Okay. Pre-game.
Pre-game, getting drunk. Liquor.
All right. Cold.
Cold. Heartbreak.
Okay. We're going to do another one. Don't lie to me.
Don't like deception.
Only one.
Only one. Unfaithful.
So all of your songs about personal experiences and love. You sing about so many things. And you write music about so many things. So where does this come from? Your own personal experiences and challenges that you've been through with love and relationships?
It's a mixture of things. So as an artist, when I started, I wanted to write not only from my own personal experiences, but also from the views of other people who through goes through things. Like my song "Only One" is about someone who knows they're a cheater and unfaithful, and they'll never be faithful. And there's people out there that are like that. So I wrote it in that mindset. So I try to write stuff that on my album or music, everyone should be able to find something that they can resonate with. So my experiences and also the views of others and my friends' experiences.
That's because you fall in love and then you fall out of love. So there's so many different feelings that you feel, and through all of your albums, your projects, you get that on every single track. So definitely go and check them out if you guys have not. They are out right now on all streaming platforms. Now we're going to do something called My Style, My. And this is my way of finding out my guest's personal style and fashion influence because Brian has an array of styles. He's always changing up, as well as myself. I love to change up. You guys know, Alan Yankee gave me a nickname, called me Chameleon. So, because I'm always changing my hair color, I'm always changing my look. Like every time you guys tune in here on the gram, you're not going to see the same woman. You're going to see a different woman. All right. So let's get right into it. What are 5 ways you would describe your personal style, Brian?
My personal style, I think this can be a good or a bad word. One is simple. Another is sexy,
Okay.
revealing, sophisticated, and and I would say, well, I don't know how would I say stand out. Different, very different. Mhm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. One of my guests who I had on not too long ago, a few months back in January, I was telling him, he said, I like simple. I don't like to do over the
Mhm.
top. You know, I can't do flashy because the dress that I had on at the time, I can't remember what kind of dress it was. It was a nude colored dress. And he said, I couldn't wear anything like that, you know, in a men's style, you know. And he said, you know, I like simple. I don't like to do over the top. And my thing is this, there's nothing wrong with being over the top.
Oh
And
no,
I
no,
have a
no, no,
model
no.
that goes like this when it comes to fashion. It's about attitude. It's about stepping out with confidence and
Yes, yes.
knowing what works for you. And I tell people, bring the drama. Turn up the drama a notch if you have to. For me, fashion is about freedom of expression. And there's
Right.
so many different ways that you can express yourself style-wise. Me, I love a lot of color. And you guys, if you've been following and watching the platform, you know that I'm always changing my hair color. I've had green hair, blue hair, I've had purple hair, red hair, black hair, as you guys can see today is blonde. So I'm always changing up. Now we got a question for you from Rashad.
Uh,
Would you ever sign with another record label and could you sing something for us?
so that question, another record label. 'Cause I was on an independent label years ago. Didn't work out. With my new management, we're shopping me around this year for another independent deal. So yes, I'll entertain if it makes sense. And could I sing something? Lord, what would I sing? I don't know. I'll sing a little bit of my song "Fresh." This is my last time. Me feeling like this, I don't know what it is, baby. Yeah. I might have a crush on you, or maybe I just want to fuck you. Yeah. It's a little
That was
song.
a cool song. All right, do we have any other questions for Bryant? Fashion Dolls, welcome if you just coming in. We are here with singer and songwriter Bryant Define. Mhm. Welcome if you're just coming in, TGIF. Welcome to the Dollhouse, Fresh New Faces. Welcome if you're just coming in. Oh my goodness. This has been an amazing conversation. Now, before we wrap up this interview, while we're waiting on everyone to get their questions in, because I'm pretty sure they're going to type something, what piece of advice would you give to up and coming singers and songwriters out here that want to get into the music biz?
For one, I would say network. Network, ask
Yeah,
questions, learn as much as you can, because I learned a lot on my own, but learn as much as you can through people who are out there doing it. Also, don't be afraid to work with people. There's room for everyone. And then confidence. Just know that everyone isn't going to like your brand, and that's okay. They can go find something they like and leave you alone. Because everyone doesn't like Beyonce, everyone doesn't like Usher. So don't get discouraged because someone doesn't like something you put out. It's okay. If you're confident in what you're putting out, it'll what is meant for you will be for you and will happen. You just got to keep driving. So that's my advice I'll give anyone. Just keep going.
absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. Do we have any questions? I see Marcos Luis, who is the host of One Mic Night podcast, who is here. So make sure you guys please go on and head on over to YouTube and subscribe to his platform. Now, before we close out, if we don't have any questions, I'm going to hit you guys because February is Black History Month. And we're going to give you our Black History Month first and quote of the day, Fashion Dolls, all right? Before we conclude. Today's Black history figure that we are honoring today is Gwendolyn Brooks, all right? She was the first Black woman to win a Pulitzer Prize. She was cited in 1950 for her collection of poems, Annie Allen. And the Chicago-based writer has been a mentor to generations of writers. So if it wasn't for Gwendolyn, there wouldn't be a Maya Angelou, Toni Morrison, Rita Dove, and so many others to come after her. So today we salute and honor Gwendolyn Brooks. All right. And the final thought of the day comes from another powerful Black woman, Serena Williams. And this is her quote: I am lucky that whatever fear I have inside me, my desire to win is always strong. So that comes from Serena Williams. Never give up and follow your heart. And more importantly, live life with fire and passion. Me, I'm a risk taker. I love to step out on the edge, not just with fashion, but with career choices. And there have been some career choices that I've made that have pushed me and elevated me in this platform to the next level. Like we just not too long ago completed 400 episodes, ladies and gentlemen. And that is because of all of the dedication, the consistency, and everything that I put into this platform. This is my baby, and I birthed it, and I've given it to the world. And I'm so thankful to see where we have gone this far in our lives. So thank you guys for supporting Style by Stevie. Just supporting the platform, tuning in to watch, and just giving people a home where they can come and promote whatever it is. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Marcos. Thank you, Arnold. Thank you. Yes, and it's so much more to come. It's going to be an amazing, amazing journey. So that is our Black History fact and quote of the day, Fashion Dolls. Do we have any questions for Bryant before we conclude this amazing conversation? Because I can't keep him. He's on break, ladies and gentlemen. And I see you all are coming in. Let me read. Let me see if I missed anything. Oh, yeah, Fraternal. Yes. Definitely take that break. It is Friday, so make sure you guys are doing lots of self-care and taking care of yourselves. It's the weekend, and I know for me, I've been taking breaks throughout the week. So I know I didn't do a show yesterday, but this week's up for yesterday. So I hope you guys are doing awesome. I missed this conversation. I will watch the replay. Yes, and it will be up. And be sure to head on over and subscribe to Style by Stevie Daytime. If you guys miss any episodes, make sure you head on over there to Style by Stevie Daytime on YouTube and subscribe so you can catch up on all of the previous episodes. We've had some amazing men this week all week long. In February, we're going to be celebrating What a Man Week. So we have some amazing men coming to the platform. And Brian was our last guy for the week, Fashion Dolls. So make sure you guys tune in next week. We have some more amazing weekends. I'm a lucky woman. All of these men, Lord have mercy. So, oh my God, it's amazing. So before we conclude this interview, Brian, what is some advice and nuggets that you would like to give to people who want to get into the business, who more importantly want to follow their passions? What advice would you give?
Just keep going and educate yourself, network, and always be willing to help and uplift someone else because they may in turn help and uplift you. Because I always say if you're cross promoting and networking, you can use each other's fan bases, which is amazing. But yeah, never get selfish. Just always be open to work, collab, and learn from people around you doing the same thing.
Absolutely. And one of your favorite artists, Prince, I'm gonna leave you with this before we wrap up. Prince said, if you're going to get in this business, make sure you own your masters. And not only Prince said it, but T-Boss and TLC said it as well. Own your masters to your music, because we've seen so many things happen where artists have written songs and people are just like, wait, I didn't give you permission to use that. Own the rights to your music. We've seen Taylor Swift and Ashanti and so many others had to go back in the studio and re-record their album. So make sure you own the rights to your music, the masters, everything. Definitely. All right, Fashion Dolls. So without further ado, TGIF, and this concludes today's episode of Style by Stevie. It will be up so you guys can catch it in case you missed it. And Brian, let everyone know where they can follow you.
Yeah, so you can follow me here on Instagram, Bryant Devon, TikTok, Bryant Devon Music. My website is bryantdefonmusic.com. My album Moon Sign, which I written, I'm a Cancer, I'm a Gemini, my moon, and so the album's written about an array of emotions. So that's out on all platforms. The reloaded version you can stream for free on my website. It's 7 more tracks added to it, which is great. So just check me out, my videos, and I have a lot more coming with my management as well. So just very excited. But yeah, Instagram, TikTok, and check out my website.
All right, Fashion Dolls. Gemini in the house. That's right. We both
Gemini,
Geminis. I'm a Scorpio, so it's like right there on the cusp.
right?
Right there.
But we water signs.
Yes, definitely. All right, Fashion Dolls. Brian Define, make sure you guys go and check out his album Moon Signs, available on all platforms right now. Check out his website. Follow him. And Brian, I would love to have you back in the future again.
Let me know. We make it happen. Turn up.
Yeah. All right, Fashion Dolls. Next week's lineup will be posted. Make sure you guys go and vote for your favorite look of the week. It is 3 looks. So head on over to the feed right now and go vote. The look of the weeks are up. I love you all, and you guys have a safe and blessed weekend. Take care, everyone.